We're back after a small, tenuous little hiccup. Welcome back. Welcome back. I totally forgot where we were. I think Brandon was climbing some
Mountain
rocks.
Pass.
Mountain
Yes,
Pass.
Mountain Pass.
Brandon
Athletic
and
checks.
Brandon and Lemon.
Lemon.
And Lemon has an excited thing to announce.
Oh, I got a natty 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're just climbing some rocks, so I can't make this any more exciting.
Still happy. And
Lemon, you grab a rock and you just kind of hoist yourself up there. It's odd. This has sort of been set up as a barricade for this thing to watch you from, because behind it, as you guys clamber up here, there is not a full-size cavern, but a hole.
oh. Like how can Lemon fit? Can I fit? Is it like cat-sized? Is it?
You guys could fit. I think Lemon would be squeezing.
Yeah.
But you could fit. Fern would fit most easily, I think.
I think Brandon looks up at Lemon and is like, "So we going? After the gold eyes?"
Well, we're already here. Let me go first. And Lemon's gonna try and squeeze in through the hole.
Would you say your exterior is mostly wood or mostly metal? Mostly wood,
Oh.
right?
Mostly
Lovely question.
metal,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, mostly metal.
It's loud. It's loud in here.
Yeah.
You're fitting, but your chest and back are scraping against the stone of this cavern.
Scare everything
Yeah.
away.
Virina and Fern, you hear the sound of metal scraping on stone, and it is getting further away.
What do we think they're doing?
Nothing good.
It's very noisy. Are they grinding rocks against metal?
Alright, let's go make sure Lemon hasn't fallen off the mountain or something.
All right, put the fire
Get up.
out. Oh no.
That is an entire group of people's fire.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe we'll leave Whoopsies.
Dust myself off. Casually walk toward the sound.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check to climb on up.
Yeah, you see Brandon standing at the top of this, just being like, "It's really loud."
Athletics, man, I'm so bad at that. 12.
You get up there fine. Not a difficult
Only
climb.
one scrape.
All right, what's happening?
You come to a small platform, a landing with Brandon in a little cavern that goes sort of into the mountain.
Hey, glad you're here. So there were like gold eyes, and there's like a place so they could watch us, and we're going in the hole. And Brandon goes.
What's happening up there? Should I join you?
I guess they're jumping into holes.
Well, what about cat? We shouldn't like leave or get separated.
I don't know.
We shouldn't leave or get separated, as half the party has
Yeah.
left and is separated.
Right.
Fern is just standing on the platform, hands on hips, just watching, just waiting for Fern to decide what to do.
Cat, we're going on an adventure.
You're muted, JT.
Sorry. You see Cat looks up from his meal, some leg of an animal that he's chewing on. Looks up at you. What?
I think we found a hole in the cave?
Okay,
Maybe?
don't go in.
Oh, it's way too late. Everybody's almost in there. So I'm gonna go as well.
If you guys are not back by morning, we will leave without you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna come find us.
No, we don't go in the mountains.
What? Why not?
Because that would be encroaching on the territory of the Noctharians.
I thought you were friends with them.
I'm friends with them in the sense that as long as I stay on the pass, they don't just openly attack my caravan.
Oh. Okay, so I was truly thinking maybe of disguising myself to look like you if you weren't gonna follow, so maybe I would use your visage for some safe passage. But
You are not tall enough to look
work.
like me.
Well, if it's from a distance, it might work.
Good luck.
Okay, yeah, in morning. Wait, like an extra 30 minutes for us, please?
I will wait until the sun crests over the mountain.
Okay,
Very
maybe
specific
I'm gonna
time.
move slow today. And Fern's gonna hustle back over. Going into the mountain hole.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check to climb up there.
Can I hop? I have a
Yeah,
hop.
yeah, absolutely. You jump on up.
Awesome. Just click it. I can only hop 3 times a day.
Can't
No.
tax those leg muscles too much.
Right. It's hard. It's 15 feet of like upward vertical jump.
I will say, by the way, I am in my green cloak, not my Scarlet Battalion armor.
Yep,
Just to make sure.
good to know. You guys clamber into the hole after Lemon Sour, who is scraping and scratching along. Lemon,
Yeah.
as you reach sort of an opening into this cave, you enter not onto a stony ground like you've been walking on, but onto a wooden platform. You can see this wooden platform overlooks a cave that is just a bit dark for you to see all the way into, but you can make out a few moving flames at the bottom, and you can see down the stairs just barely, sprinting as far away from you as it can, something sprinting down the wooden stairs that extend off of this platform.
Yeah, Lemon's gonna wait for everyone else to get there.
Yep. You wait, I would say maybe like an official round. The 3 of you pile out onto this wooden platform and into this cavern.
Okay, a little cramped.
No, it's fine.
Stare. This isn't like okay.
So, what are we doing?
Well, we have the option of just going down and continuing to follow it. But because there are stairs here, it must live here. There might be more of them. It is a bad idea.
Do we want to go investigate?
As long as we come back before the sun rises, because everybody might leave without us.
So we're under a mountain. We're not gonna know when the sun is rising.
Oh.
I have a great internal clock.
Oh. I don't know how to tell time. I use the sun. So, I'm gonna rely
That
on
is
you.
a way to tell time.
Didn't have to learn that in school.
Our
I'm
core
a maker base,
competencies
but I don't
are
know
so
how
bad.
blocks work.
We have to be back
take
at
that
the
one back.
core curriculum. Gen Ed education.
Oh, heck.
Okay.
I could
I
build a
suggest-
clock. I just can't read it.
Yes.
I suggest we look as non-threatening as possible.
With that being mentioned, the locals really do not like outsiders, and I thought that was maybe an exaggeration. But they really don't like outsiders, so be prepared have to talk them down with non-violence.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Okay. And Brandon will go first.
Uh,
Completely ignoring everything Lemon said.
You begin to make your way down the stairs. How many of you have dark vision?
I do. Just two of us.
2. Yeah, nope.
I can cast light.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
As you
please cast light.
descend,
Someone can hold on to my tail.
as you descend, Virena and Brandon, you notice that it is getting darker
Mm.
as you descend. It is becoming harder for the two of you to see. Fern and Lemon, as the two of you descend as well, it starts getting easier to see.
Ooh.
Oh.
As these little crystals on the wall begin to sort of shine and light up as you approach them.
That's neat.
These are fascinating.
What, what is it?
Given a chance, I have to pick one up and touch it and like hold it and pull it.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
Yeah, you find a little loose one just sort of laying on the step here. And you pick it up. It is an eerily clean-faced crystal. It has 2 pyramid-faced ends on top of just a square prismatic body. It is a gentle, sort of dark blue hue. It is letting off a lot of light for something that is that darkly colored.
So we know that there's some mining that happens here.
Mm-hmm.
What gets mined?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Absolutely. Uh, 16.
So these are the crystals that they make dark vision goggles out of.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Most notably, they have the peculiar effect. They haven't been able to figure out why they do this, but if a user with dark vision or anyone who can see in the dark is nearby or close to them, it becomes more difficult for that person to see in the dark.
Fascinating. Oh, I need to pocket some of these. I don't know what to do, but I can make something, and I think that is excellent.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check as you guys descend.
No, it went from 19 to 1. Okay, that's a 7 total. Damn it!
I will say you find 2 more crystals. They're not like horrendously big, but they are, there's 2 more.
Can I
Okay,
assist?
thank you.
Like if I see Fern.
You can give the help
looking-
action, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to do the help action. How does the help action work? What do I roll?
Fern rolls again.
You describe to us how you are helping, and Fern rolls with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, that's so nice.
I think Fleming just kind of taps Fern, points at the crystals. Like,
Oh,
do you need help?
yeah, I don't always remember to look up.
And then Lemon's going to. I guess he doesn't need to crouch down. Like, they're just all over the place.
Or I kind of imagined they were scattered around a little bit.
So
How
they,
frequent- Mhm.
you can see like the tips of a bunch of them in the wall. That's why it's so easy for you to see, is because they are in great quantity here. There are a few growths that have sort of, from these tiny nubs, whatever makes these crystals occur, have started to grow and sprout outward in this almost claw-esque formation above you. You can tell that these are probably the things they haven't been able to reach, and these things have been growing here for, you would guess, time immemorial.
Mhm.
For as long as the Nocthari have lived in these mountains, at least, and have hollowed this space out.
So cool. Yes, I do need help. How do I? Can you point some out? And then I get to roll with investigation again.
Yes.
Come on, 16.
Yeah. So Lemon, you just reach up to one of these clawed hands. It's high enough for you to just kind of reach out and grab it, and you, in your almost calculated existence, find the face at which this crystal will snap, and you break it off, and you hand it down to Fern. And Fern, I will say you find around 5 decently sized crystals this way.
Excellent. Adding that to my inventory. And they are just like starry-eyed over this as I imagine we keep descending.
Yeah, Brandon and Virena, how are you feeling?
Brandon is just like squinting and like, I don't understand. It's not normally this dark in caves.
I have blind sight, so it's not that bad.
Wow. What a
I
flex.
have a blind sight to 10 feet.
You can see the next few steps in front of you.
It's just mildly annoying, I guess.
I
It's
will
darker.
I will say this, and I think this is a fair assumption that Lemon at the very least would make. The reason those people down there were probably carrying torches is because they have dark sight.
Okay.
Yeah, I just assume it's darker than usual. I'm just like, whatever.
That's so funny. I think Fern might be like muttering in awe and fascination about like, oh, these crystals, just like the potential uses and just the way that they negate this and they activate that. Oh, it's incredible. And the absolute the lines and like the way that the structures are formed, they are in love.
How can you even like see them?
Oh, this is give me I don't know how much light we should really be causing, but Fern is helpful if nothing else, and I'm gonna cast light on. Trying to think like what would be a good.
A
Where
rock.
is on the rock? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Would
A
that make
rock.
it a random rock?
Yeah, just like a stone.
Random rock.
Yeah.
You can find a loose stone here. You pick up like a nice hardy rock, and you cast light on it. And Brandon and Virena, the way is illuminated for you by this rock.
Here you go.
Not Brandon, sorry, Lemon. As this darkness is expelled away from your friends, you hear a laugh for a moment.
Ooh. It's not a child's laugh, right?
No, this is a grown man. It is a chuckle.
Okay. Ooh. I kind of get in front of everyone, like put my arm out.
What are you doing?
There was a laugh.
Me? Did you hear me laughing?
No,
A chuckle?
someone is watching us.
Oh, it's probably the locals.
I mean, obvious. Like they saw us and they saw us come, and then they heard you, so of course they're like watching us.
There's also a bright light now. Maybe cover the rock.
Well, they know we're here. Should we just say something?
You guys,
Captain, do you want to take lead?
No.
good God,
Oh, well.
team player Virena Spar, everybody.
So good. It's a character choice.
She doesn't want to be down here.
That's true. You did not want to come here.
I mean, I'm happy to. It just starts going, unless Levin holds him back.
Levin's gonna hold him back, and then speak up. Hello.
No response.
I heard you laugh.
They might not speak. Whatever it is we speak.
You speak Imperial.
Imperial. In fact, they
I
probably
s-
do not speak Imperial. I mean, they don't speak Imperial.
These are technically Nocthari territory or Tainem territory. If anything, they would
Oh.
speak Imperial.
Okay.
They may have at some point or another developed their own language, sure, but Imperial would
Yeah.
probably still be taught to them. I think
That
you,
makes sense.
Fern at least, would know that.
They
Okay.
probably have like an accent, you know.
Ooh, that's probably cool.
French.
Okay, so I
they have
take
a
that
French
back.
accent.
Ho, ho, ho.
Mais oui, très bien. Je suis un nana.
You guys are about halfway down at this point.
How long did that take us?
About 30 seconds if you do not count all the stopping and starting to get crystals.
What if you do
Okay.
count that?
It took you maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like, look, we're clearly like they might be mad at us for like taking their stuff, right? But we're like not being hostile, and they haven't like started shooting fire at us, so we should just like go. Like, clearly we're friendly, just maybe thieves.
Yeah, I should offer something in return. Just looking at my inventory.
I have a beautiful hand axe I can give them.
I was thinking something more along the line of like a useful, an equivalent
A bow.
asset.
I
like
don't use
this.
my short bow.
There's no bad idea,
Have a-
but I think good
A
berries
nice
might be
pair
the
of
winner.
dice.
Wow, thank you, Lemon.
Why don't we just like try to talk to them and then ask what they want?
Again, do not like they don't like locals, so we just have to be
Still like me.
friendly.
Yeah, if any of us are going to be the most friendly, it'll probably be Brandon.
Yeah, that's true. That's the plan. I think that is the plan. I'm just gonna mix up a couple of vials here. Don't mind me.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take the magic rock and go.
Okay.
the light rock. You guys continue down. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you descend.
This has been rolling so well that I don't think I trust it anymore. That was
All of us
I'm
can
just using
switch.
D&D
If you want.
tonight.
I do not want you.
Hey, that's a 21.
Fern doesn't want to perceive anything.
Busy making my little potion.
use that.
19.
19. Lemon, you got an 18?
21.
21. That is not an 18.
I got a 13.
13. Lemon and Virina, you both notice as you get closer to the bottom of the stairs, there is a swath of people waiting for you in the dark.
Hello.
There is a huh sound as you hear the sound of lowering metal weapons.
Oh,
I stop walking exactly where I am and I let them go in.
yeah.
Not the big
Lemon stops walking, raises his hands. You know, like
Why are you stopping?
they've lowered their weapons.
Oh,
Wait, no, lower as in they're prepared to attack, or lowered as in
Lowered as in
They put them
they've taken their spears from the upright position and have pointed them in your direction.
okay, yeah,
Oh,
So the bad lower.
Yes.
yeah.
yes. Oh, hey.
Brandon, you walk up and you're close enough now. You could see it. There are about 10 guards here, and a small, very decrepit old man with a big long beard walks out with a little gnarled wood cane. You can see there's a hanging golden medal on his neck. Now, what might have brought y'all folk down here outside of the warnings given to you by that fair Captain Nine Live?
I didn't hear.
I assume you were told.
I saw eyes in the dark, and it's a cold night, and I.
So
was
you
worried
saw
maybe
fit to
someone
come
was
up
cold.
plundering the walls.
I didn't plunder anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can return all of it. I did make a potion. I believe based on the color, it is healing. I would love to offer that in exchange, or I can just return the items. I'm so sorry.
You keep the items. Just get out of here, you hear? We don't have to want to spill blood down here.
No blood. Could we give you a gift? We would love to extend a thank you.
We ain't got no need for gifts now. Get.
Would you like some dice?
Hey,
We
I
ain't
did-
got no need for gifts now. Get.
Sorry, I just I'm from mountains and sorry, I thought it would be cool. I'm
You
sorry.
from these mountains?
No, I'm from far away mountains. They're a lot warmer, but like
You
I've been to
Scarlet?
mountains. No. I'm green.
Well,
His eyes
just
darts
awkward.
to you, Fern, for a moment before he looks back. You bear the mark of the tax man. Get.
The tax man. I don't know anything about taxes personally.
We don't want any money. No taxes. Just an extension.
Oh, sure. And the Archdean done send an Imperial wizard down here to surely just to not fleece our buttons up.
Oh, me. No, so I'm a brand new. I'm kind of new to that role. I'm really not here to collect.
They already
anything.
dumped tax duty on you? Fresh out the pot?
No pots and no taxes. I come bringing things for you as a thank you for all of your taxes.
How about you give me the gift of your absence? Back up the way you came, back into your little thieves' cave.
Hey, this was like my idea, and I'm sorry. I understand. Like, this is like your home, and that was our mistake, and I'm sorry.
Your apology is accepted.
Like, looks very forlorn. It's like, come on, we should go. Kind of puts a hand on Fern's shoulder.
Yeah. We're so sorry. I'm just gonna leave this vial right here. You can keep the container, and it doesn't expire. It heals. You know, an okay amount, like 2d4 plus a little bit. You know.
Would you like my dice so you can calculate that?
You see he hobbles up to the vial and picks up his staff and smashes it right on the ground where you left it before turning to
Okay.
leave.
Okay. I just worked hard on. That's fine. It's fine.
Sorry to disturb you.
Sorry.
They might make some noise on their way out. We're real sorry.
We heard you coming.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure it echoed
apologize.
down here.
Echo.
You guys make your way out and back to the thieves' cave. It is still loud when Lemon goes through. As you walk in, the little sorcerer walks up to you, Lemon, and does something you've never seen before, I think, Fern, where he just places his hand on your chest, Lemon, and casts mending in less than a second.
Wow.
As your
Ooh.
metal scrapes are vanished from your personage.
Nice. Thank you.
Whoa.
Ow.
And he
Much
returns to
appreciated.
prestidigitating the smoke out of the...
It's getting smoky again.
Are you like gonna be able to sleep tonight? Or you just
Oh,
have to
yes,
do that
we'll
all night?
stamp the fire out when we go to bed.
Okay.
Okay. We ran into, because Lemon didn't hear this warning. We ran into some mountain dwellers. They were not pleased to see us.
The Nocthari don't like anyone from the Empire stamping on their grounds.
They really
Just from
didn't
the
like us.
Empire.
If they were hostile towards you, it's because you were stamping on their grounds.
Yeah.
I was sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
I apologize to them.
Now, I,
What do they
Mika,
like?
wish I could leave them a gift. Yeah. Yeah, what do they like?
Leave them a gift. I tried to
No.
gift them things and they stomped on it.
Like
What
they
are
like to be
like?
left alone.
But like, what are they like?
All right.
They're
What do they like?
I don't know much about it. They are very traditional people. They don't name their kin. They send out the occasional scout to look for things to help their little society. They live in communes as opposed to one united front, but they can defend their caves better than anyone in the Empire could ever hope to dream of.
You might
And
want to
every-
befriend them at a later point. This all sounds very useful if we need to hide out.
Good luck. Anything short of marrying into a family in there, you're not getting in.
I'm
I don't
sure
think
if the
I'm
Thieves
capable of
Guild's-
marriage.
I'm sure if
Sure
the
you
Thieves
could.
Guild hasn't figured it out yet, we're unlikely to.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to.
Any great boon to one of their scouts would also probably buy you a favor.
Oh.
But
Do we?
great boon typically means something like saving a life.
No. We'll keep that in mind.
Brandon's gonna sit down and pull out a little sprig of mistletoe. And gonna just make a couple good berries. Just, it's good to have. How many do I? I'm trying to remember how many I make.
You can make up to 10?
10 berries. Yeah, so I'm gonna give everyone in our little group, everyone gets 2. And then they're just gonna go back out, be like, I'm not going down, and I'll go back and just leave 2 little berries at beneath the rock pile
Aw.
where they can be seen, but not like climbing up. Just be like, sorry, it was nice meeting you, and then go back in.
Does anyone do anything else before we rest for tonight?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
The third day dawns on the caravan. You guys pack up your things and you begin to leave. It is overcast today and much, much colder. Lemon, I need you to make me another Constitution check.
Oof.
You can see the peaks of some of the shorter mountains.
Another natty 20 or 23.
Good God, your joint that was squeaking yesterday has stopped. The peaks of the mountains that you can see the top of are very clearly snow-covered. The crawling vines that you saw yesterday have gotten to a darker green this morning than they were yesterday. Their saturation is sort of drained a bit with the temperature. They aren't dead. It seems as though these plants have clearly adapted to grow and live here. You guys begin to walk onward. Make another check. Okay.
Oh, that was loud.
Yes, it was right on the desk in front of the mic. I just want to drive home the tactility of me rolling against you guys.
Rude.
Very intimidating.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sounds very dangerous.
It is. The day
no.
goes by without much of a fuss. Where in the caravan would you say you guys are walking?
I'm probably hanging out with the 9 lives, not saying anything.
Towards the front, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably towards the front.
I feel like before Brandon had been kind of all over, running ahead, pulling back, but it's colder now. So at first he was staying very close to Lemon, but Lemon isn't very warm, so suddenly he's very close to Fern.
It was definitely much warmer.
I'm doing my winter Eladrin thing, so I'm still very blue and wintry, so I'm probably also a little cold.
Yeah.
I mean,
And,
giving off cold.
Rawl the dragon is just pressed against Brandon.
Aw, sucking up all of your heat. The
Yeah,
little
like
bit that
Brenda
you
runs
have.
hot anyway, tiefling, right? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Fern, where in the caravan have you been walking, hanging out?
Probably trying to like question or just like listen in on a little bit of Cat o' Nine Lives, but if not, hanging out with Brandon.
Okay, good. You all are in the front. That's good.
Oh,
I
no.
need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
This difficulty is high. There is a crack. Nine Lives' hair sort of stands up on end as though he were a cat. And you hear the sound of boulders tumbling down the mountain.
That was a
7 plus
5.
5. 13.
5. 13.
24.
24.
Oh no, I can't read dice. 19. And if that is a
19.
fail, I can add a d4 as a reaction.
Add a d4.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Actually, wait, let me see if my shit lets me do things.
By all means, take your time.
19 plus 3.
Okay. 24, 23. Or 22.
Oh, is this an ability check?
This is a saving
No,
throw.
it's a saving throw, so no.
Oh, I have advantage on dex saving throws.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Please
no, I
roll
get
again.
something.
Dangerous sense.
Also, don't
Oh,
forget,
wait.
I gave at least one other person has a token of Featherfall.
Oh, that wasn't
Just
any
a
bad. Well,
reminder.
12.
Fair.
That is not me. I don't have it in my thing.
12. So we've got a 12, a 13, a 24, and a
Yes.
22. Now, I was hoping that this would happen because I am an evil, evil
Oh.
person. I am a
Oh,
sick,
boy.
sick, evil person.
Oh, boy.
Fern and Brandon, you two are able to get out of the way with the help of Kat as the rocks tumble down. Lemon and Virina, you guys are almost assuredly crushed when two red tassels almost whip out from behind you, wrap around both of your torsos, and yank you back. As the dust clears and settles, you guys open your eyes. You are able to see again. You see two golden eyes looking down at you from an orc wearing a very long red scarf.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Who
Thank
cocks his head at you. Brandon, you are on the other end of this. The boulders have settled in the pass.
We're on opposite. Okay, I don't
Yes.
see the. Okay.
The party is separated by
Ooh.
boulders lying in the pass, sealed from both sides.
Is everybody okay?
Thanks to the kindness of a stranger, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do I recognize this person or not? Like, or the scarf or anything recognizable?
The only person who would recognize these eyes is on the other side of the rocks.
Had to make sure.
They are an orc. They've got one silvered tooth sticking out from the bottom jaw, and the other one is a lot sharper than you would probably imagine. They have two blue lines going down the front of their face, and they bear the mark of the Noctharim people, if any of you are familiar. They look down at you and go, "That was dangerous to be under rocks when they fall."
It's not like I did it on purpose.
It wasn't a
No.
choice.
Someone sent them tumbling.
Yeah, that's my thought. Just this quick question, like when the rocks tumble, like are we on the side that, like, considering we're going forward, right? Are we on the forward side, or is the rest
You are
of
on
the
the
party
back side.
on the back side? Okay.
Okay.
So
The rest of the caravan is with you. Cat rides at the front of his caravan. He leads his people. So other than the main cart that Cat drives, everybody else is with you.
How do the rest of
Okay.
them look?
Startled,
back.
but fine.
Okay. I'm sure Nine Lives would not be happy if we got his caravan crushed.
Yeah.
Could I, at the note that somebody had sent them tumbling, how far up is like, is there like from the direction that the rocks came down, is there like a ridge? Does it look climbable at all?
Climbable? That would be tough, I think. Without like climbing gear, pitons, anchors, that sort of thing.
Is there like
It would be tough, but it is doable.
Is there like anything that looks like flat land or like anything that I could stand on? And how far away is it?
You're standing on the flatland between
Oh,
you and
there's
that
nothing-
ridge.
How high up is the ridge?
I would say probably about 300 feet.
300 feet?
Hmm.
Alright, it's way
Cool.
past.
No, I believe in us. We can do it.
Can we hear from?
Yeah, you hear the sound of a heavily accented person talking to your friends.
Uh-oh.
Is it French?
No.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not ready to do a French accent yet.
Quick question. How tall are these rocks, by the way?
I mean, whoever sent them sent enough boulders to separate you guys. It's a veritable wall. I would say maybe 50 feet tall. They
Oh,
they
shit.
really went out of their way to
Wow, yeah.
put
Wait,
these
okay.
boulders in the way.
Can we?
Just trying to get a
Okay, if
sense.
someone did this, yeah.
the
Can
situation
I
is.
roll? Yeah. Can Virena and I like roll perception to see if we can see?
Yeah. That's my
I
next question.
I hate that I'm about to use this word. I'm gonna say no. They are already gone from the location that they sent the boulders from.
That's fair. It took
We're
too long to
kind
think
of-
about it.
We're
Brandon,
kind
what
of-
is your AC?
Oh!
Oh,
Love that.
16.
Alright,
Whee!
50-foot wall.
I love rolling dice.
300. Wait, let me write that down because I'm gonna forget.
Where'd my D&D Beyond tab go?
Alright.
Ooh, we got an order redeem.
An order redeem. Wow.
Folks, I
Lucky
found
writer.
One reroll for someone.
I found one of my notebooks, so now I can actually take physical notes on things that aren't important, like not NPCs.
Oh, right. They have advantage on this.
That's rude.
Folks, this whole time, the only thing I've been writing down is NPC names, and they all go under enemies.
Oh, this name's already in your enemies list, I'm sure.
Oh!
Hmm.
Oh,
Cool. Sorry, I'm not used to playing this character. Yeah, what'd you say your AC was?
16.
16. I'm not gonna look for those dice. I don't want to. How many hit
Oh,
points
like
do you
this.
have?
Oh, jeez.
That is such a rude question.
yeah. I don't like the tone of your voice.
Oh no,
44?
The tone of your
44?
question.
that's good. You might survive this.
Oh, okay.
Mike,
Might.
why do you have
This is-
almost as many hit points as I do?
I'm a beefy ranger.
Oh, they nerfed that feature
I'm
for
a bit-
2024. That's so sad.
Getting ready to crush us all.
Is it?
It's sad for me.
I mean,
I'm
think it's
I'm
happy.
feeling like
Uh,
this is starting to feel like the end of a part 1 now. Yeah.
well, it is the end of a part 1, so that is going to be
Haverhill.
math. You are going to take 28 points of piercing damage as a cotton candy pink tiefling leaps from the shadows of the boulder and puts a knife into
Ugh.
your back.
Ugh.
Fucking rude.
Oh!
Everybody, roll initiative.
God damn it.
Which of my dice do I trust here?
Do I
No,
hear
I'm gonna-
Brandon's pain?
Brandon,
16.
you
I mean,
tell
I
me.
think it's just quite literally like, because this is not the first time this has happened, so it's just like
right.
Ow!
Not again.
As Cavril
Wow.
puts a knife into your back, she gets like right up in your ear and she goes, "That's for my brother."
I saved your brother.
Cavril has advantage on initiative rolls.
Let's do a quick reminder. So, Cavril, when we were
So-
saying the king, the twins.
Cavril, they're a pair of cotton candy twins. One is cotton candy blue, one is cotton candy pink. They are
Delicious.
both rogues who seem to have been trained at least somewhat in the arcane, and they possess a lot of goofy little tricks that they use to
Yeah, I remember
fuck with their
those.
foes.
Yeah.
Most notably, Cannon has the glass daggers that allow him to teleport to your location once he throws it, and Cavril has the ability to fold into themselves.
Yeah. This is incredibly rude. Brandon, are you okay? I swear I heard you cry out in pain.
We've got a friend. It's happened again.
Again.
That's good.
Gods
for
be damned.
Cat. That is okay for Interloper.
Is there, since I imagine Jesus doesn't exist in this world, I can't say Jesus fucking Christ. Is there a different god I can replace that
I
with,
have-
like Baha fucking Mutt, or
So the gods that exist in this world, the pantheon, the proprietor, which would probably be the god most installed in your personage. There's Gorge is the winner of the Astral Market Arena. There is the Great Storm is what they call the deity that the Temelians worship.
okay, so Great Fucking Storm. There we go. That's the winner.
Okay, let's hear them initiative rolls, please.
14.
23.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Natural 19.
Oh, baby.
16.
16.
The green dice. wants
I'm gonna be
rolled
back.
tonight.
Okay. We're gonna go to break after I write all this down, just for like a real break. And then
Then I will
we're gonna speed run through this combat. 16 was Lena and Fern.
13.
13. Okay. All right. We are going to take a break on that backstab by the assassin Cavril. We are going to be right back, and then we will speed run through this combat and finish out Arc 1. Get up, stretch your legs, get a drink, do the bio break stuff. You know what to do. We will see you all in around 5 to 10 minutes.
Nope.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all had a good break. I know I did. I have let my players know a few things about the up and coming combat, including that. Well, I didn't let them know this, but we are going to finish Cavral's surprise round
Uh-oh.
before we jump into combat. No, it's okay. She's not going to do that much damage this time. But she's going to use her bonus action to hide. Okay. That beats the passive perception of everyone in the party, I believe. So you guys watch as Cavral, or Fern at least watches because Cavral's behind Brandon, stabs Brandon, yanks the knife out in a deeply unclean way, and then just sort of folds into the air and reality itself and disappears.
Oh no.
Again, anyone who didn't hear the whisper just hears, I saved your brother!
Brandon,
Ow, yeah.
what happened?
Knife, back, tiefling, the usual.
It was Cavril. They're somewhere around here.
That's me getting ready to enter rage.
That is going to bring us to Brandon at the top.
Brandon is gonna look at Fern. Fern still doesn't really like to fight / do damage, right? Or has that changed?
It's. I have damage, but like, let's be real. You're gonna get a heal from them.
Okay, then I hope you go before she does. That's my fear. That's my fear.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real
that's
bad.
the problem.
Why don't we ever have any
Um,
potions? I mean, I just gave a potion away and I stepped on it.
They didn't tell you they didn't want a gift. They didn't explicitly say don't do that.
Brandon is like, no, like their home is their kingdom. We shouldn't be here. That was my bad. Here's a gift. Okay, I think this takes an action. Correct. Yeah. Summon is an action. Okay, well that sucks. So I think like Brandon is just gonna move. So he's gonna try to put himself like between Fern and Cat.
Okay.
As to be like, oh, that sucked, and puts a hand on his chest and is going to cast Cure Wounds. Which is going to give me, I get to do that one for free. And 1d8 plus 3. I have so many fucking d8s. Be nice to me. Okay. So that's a 6 on the dice, so I get 9 hit points back, which is maybe I'll get through the next one. And just standing between the two is kind of bow out and ready, and is just gonna. Can I do like a perception check to try to find her?
Yes, absolutely, you can.
Why do I have the poisoner feet?
That's a natural 1. I know we have a reroll banked. My perception is kind of ridiculous. Do we want to use that reroll?
It's yeah.
You're
Okay.
gonna need it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, that's a natural 17 plus 9 for a
Oh.
28.
Brandon, no magic is infallible. Especially as you've noticed, arcane magic is deeply fallible. There are flaws in its system, and as far as you can tell, Cannon and Cavril don't have these natural born abilities to zip around and teleport. They're using magical items, which means they leave behind an indication of their use. That place where Cavril dipped away looks like open air, but you can see just barely in the tiniest part of where you might be able to assume they are standing. This sort of small, tiny little refractory point where the light from a certain direction is refracted back and is just barely reflective enough of the stone to disrupt the pattern in it.
So Brandon is like gonna see that and just kind of, again, has the bow and arrow ready. And it's just gonna be like point, like, hey, like, your brother was like trapped and I got him out. Like, well, he did what you did and he's out, he's free. We're cool, okay? It doesn't like have to be like this.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, 11 and a 15, so that is an 11 plus 5, so 16.
16? There's no response from her in this moment.
But Brandon like does point, so at least other people should like know, and then it's gonna look at Rawl and be like, "Are you ready, buddy?" And that's my turn.
Okay.
I have no bonus actions if Rawl isn't out. Action. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I got rid of all my bonus action spells because rolled.
All right. Fern, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm just like not that wise, but it's fine. Unnatural 20.
Oh my god. Yeah, you hear a word of power leave Cavril's mouth as she says flee, and it just doesn't take effect. It washes over you.
Amazing. Trying to think of like what badass thing would Fern even say. Nice try. That's not gonna work on me.
She's going to use her bonus action to hide again. She does.
Damn it.
That is going to be Cavril's turn. This is going to bring us to Cat, who is frantically looking around, looks to the carriage with his horse attached to it, and pulls his greatsword out by one hand, cuts the horse off the carriage, and smacks it, and sends it away. It knows where to wait for me. And then takes the greatsword in both hands and sort of stances up in front of Brandon.
You should like talk to Irina about your horse because she's also really into a horse.
That's the worst way to
What?
put it.
She's got a horse in a mirror.
She's what?
She's got a horse in a mirror.
Is now the time?
Probably not.
Cat is going to hold their action. That's going to bring us to Lemon. The gentleman next to you, Lemon, is going to turn to you and offer you this bargain. Now, I could blow Wall away, send friends careening off mountain, probably. Or I could throw you both over Wall and hope that we find a way to clear pass at the end of fight.
Okay, but if you throw us and we land on the other side, will that not kill us?
No, of course not. We have magic items we buy from various shopkeep and the like when we go out. Or we find. I found this one in a box.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So he's going to use his reaction to use his grappler's scarf. You see he grabs both of the ends, whips them out, and almost preternaturally they wrap around you both, bring it back, and then throw you over the wall. You guys go
It's not made for air travel.
You guys go careening over this wall, and you manage to land, I will say, about 30 feet from the obvious scuffle that is ongoing.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Lemon.
Excellent. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate Rage. So, in this moment, I gain 2 HP. Like, as to give it some flavor, we see like as the shining gun and like the steam kind of comes out, it takes the shape of like tree roots briefly, like a tree smoke. And one of the vines, one of the roots, goes over to you, Brandon, to give you 2d6 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
So the 5 temporary HP, and I also gain 5 temp HP.
Thanks, buddy.
And then it's going to rush towards him, rush towards Brandon, I guess, 'cause I don't know where the villain is, or the opponent, not necessarily villain.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20.
It's a 10.
Perfect. I was looking for 10 and up. You do not run through her threatened range.
Okay. Excellent. Then yeah, I guess that's my turn. Brandon, where'd she go?
Well, she like was there, but then she like whoosh, like you gotta look for her.
All right, Virina, be careful. I think this is the first time Lemon has ever called her Virina.
Amazing. Lemon, at the end of your turn, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. That is 16.
Okay. How aware would you say Lemon is of their periphery?
I'd say pretty aware.
Okay. You, I think for the first time in the heat of this battle, for some reason or another, you notice some sort of shadow in your periphery.
Ooh.
Do you focus on it?
Yes.
You turn to look, and we will get back to that in a bit. Lemon disappears from the battlefield. Just truly, well and truly vanishes.
All right.
That is going to bring us to Virina's turn.
Okay, a lot happened. She's got to focus on resolving this current problem, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
Man.
How does my horse mirror work?
You can at any time, as a free object interaction, speak the command word and summon Quark.
Would it work if I tried to put something else in it?
That is going to depend on the creature.
Okay. Would I have any sense that I could attempt to put something that doesn't want to go in it?
I think if it were like a natural magic item, a primal magic item, no. But since it's arcane and it's designed to contain something, you probably could with great effort.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna take out my mirror. I'm gonna speak the command word.
Quark
Set
appears.
Quark. Very
Told
gently
you.
somewhere.
Oh.
Be like, all right, stay here, buddy. I'm going to run generally toward. I'm gonna try and like generally run.
Are you
up.
trying to feel up her threatened range?
I'm trying to be in a space where I think I would be close-ish, because
Okay.
I'm not sure what the range of the mirror is, so I'm trying to get close-ish, but I'm also trying to like stand in a location where she would probably not appear behind me.
Okay.
And I want to. I'm going to assume this takes action. I'm going to ready an action to try when I figure out where she is or if she appears anywhere, to try and force, like, magically use the mirror to force her into the mirror.
Okay.
Irene is not sure that this is going to work at all because she's not good at magic items, but like,
Do you want to make a perception check?
sure. I'm not great at perception. Which of these dice?
go.
This will be very
Bad.
interesting development if it works.
Bad. It's only a 9.
Yeah, no shot, no way, no how. You have no
Okay.
idea where this lady is.
Alright. I'm just going to then ready my action for if I figure out where she is at any point before my next turn, I'm going
Okay.
to attempt to put her in the mirror.
Yeah, absolutely. That is going to bring us to Fern.
All right. Bonus action healing word on Brandon, which is 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Mhm.
A few second win.
I think Fern just shouts like heal, and then
Very like Final Fantasy.
let's give him that a little bit. Ooh,
Pass it to Peaches.
right? 4 plus 6 is a nice 10,
Ooh, I think.
and okay, I've been looking at those boulders. Don't think. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. So, talk to me, JT, about our spatial layout.
Right.
We've got
So-
boulders.
You've got the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then extending from either side of that are the two mountains to your left and right.
Okay.
The pass after that, after about 20 feet of that from the wall, begins to open up on the left side and exposes you to the sort of grandiose Nevermore in view. You can see down onto the landscape from here, and you can see where the rest of the pass is. It's just sort of like this winding trail down the mountain. But falling from there would not be good.
Okay. Well, then that does help me with my problem. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere. A 5-foot ball of fire appears in an occupied space, and I think I only have a range of 60 feet. So like it's going to be at that, I don't know what the word is, like that narrow point where the turn is going to be made. Does that make sense based on what I understood?
Okay. Yes. Hmm.
Should it be closer? I'm just trying to put it
If
in
you
a
want-
place where if Cavril were to try to escape, you can't, you know?
Yeah, no, that for sure would work.
Okay.
You cut off any means of physical escape at the moment. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I've used my bow. I'm gonna stay here. It feels. Oh no, it doesn't feel safe here. Who am I kidding? Although,
You should like stay near me.
yeah. I think there's like a moment where Fern tries to like, oh, should I go here? No. No. Okay, stay right here. Concentrate. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm staying. That's my turn.
That is going to bring us to Brandon at the top of the turn order.
Okay, so Brent, like, Rald is like kind of like restless, itchy. But then Brandon sees this like ball of fire happen, and he's like, huh. So like, we're in my head, it's kind of like Fern and Kat are near-ish the wall, and Brandon's a little bit in front. Is that?
That's fair.
And where is Virina compared?
Virina is about 30 feet to your left.
To the left. Okay. And
Or no,
then,
Virina has since moved into the like open area
I'd
for
say
the
like,
mirror.
what, 15-ish, 10 to 15 feet, somewhere like there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the goal is there like Like Lemon was here and now Lemon's gone, and that's like a problem, but that's like a problem for like not right now because I need to not be stabbed, you know? So the goal is like 20 feet of space that's roughly in front of Brandon
Hmm.
that doesn't include Virina.
That is a space that exists, yes.
Okay, so gonna try and put as much of it in front of Kat and as much of it in front of Fern as possible, but direct actually it's gonna go under Brandon in front of Kat and Fern and not hit Virina. And Brandon is gonna cast Entangle.
Okay.
And that 20-foot square for the duration, which is concentration up to a minute, the ground is difficult terrain, and any creature that is in that space has to succeed on a strength saving throw. So I don't know if she's in that, but it's now difficult terrain.
What's your spell save DC?
1 moment, please. Spells at 14.
Okay. There is no indication that she is within this space. You
And,
can
like,
still make a perception check for free if you would
okay,
like to.
yeah, I would very much like to do that. Where's my good dice? There's my good dice. Nope. That's a 13.
You do not find her.
Nope. No, I'm real focused on the plants. Like, okay, Raul, just like there's limit. Raul, I'm looking for her. You look for Lemon. I'm looking for her. You look for Lemon.
It is her turn.
Hmm.
Brandon at an AC of 14.
Nice, he's 16.
Oh, 16, my bad. She has advantage on this attack against you.
Very rude.
Oh, we'll get there, Irina, I
Blind
promise. You do have blind sight.
I always forget that.
She does not appear behind you this time, Brandon. She just appears in front of you and puts a knife into your chest.
Oh.
And you are going to take 26 points of piercing damage as the dagger gets put into your chest. She's going to make her extra attack.
Holy guacamole.
It's fun. 2024 rules are neat, guys.
Yeah, pretty great.
So here, just for the audience, because she has the dual wielder feat, and because she has the dagger weapon specialization, her extra attack with a light weapon is made as though it were an extra attack feature.
This is real bad. This is real bad.
And so she can attack, extra attack, without using a bonus action, and then hide again.
Mm-hmm.
She does miss the second attack, though, pulls away from you, and I believe Verena had a held action.
Mm-hmm.
If I could perceive her in any way, I'm gonna try and force her into the mirror.
Just a shout of, can't we just be friends?
What is your intelligence modifier?
+2.
+2. So that is going to be, and your proficiency bonus is +3 now, right? Yep. So it's going to be a DC 14. I'm going to call this a wisdom save.
Okay.
To avoid being put in the mirror. She's a +1 to wisdom. She needs to roll 13 on the die. And I'm going to roll this public in the D&D Beyond so everyone can see it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sorry. There we go. It is cast out.
Woo!
She rolls
Yes.
a 7. She
Yes.
stabs Brandon, does more damage than it looks like she should be capable of doing. Virina, you speak the word of power, hold the mirror up, and shut your eyes so tight because you have no idea if this is going to work. And you guys watch as light beams out from the mirror, and she sort of just disappears.
I feel like she stabs. Brandon tries to like grab her wrist and is like, "Can't we just be friends?" And then, like, whoa! Did I like speak her out of existence?
Wow. No.
Beautiful.
Virina, did you? What happened? Also,
look
where did Lemon go?
We'll get to that.
I look at the mirror. Like, what is she doing in this mirror?
She looks very confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna very carefully put this into my bag so I don't drop it. I don't want to hurt her.
Oh, that's
She
not what
can,
happens
like-
when you break it.
I
She
don't.
can.
Does
she
Virina
can,
know
like-
that? No, she doesn't.
She like.
Are we still on initiative, by the way?
You are not.
Okay. All right. I put her in the mirror. Where is
Yeah, but she-
Lemon?
I don't know,
Megan's
she
asking
can,
a real
like-
question though, like the.
She can like. Everything hurt. Hold on, and we're gonna cast second level cure wounds because ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making some.
You
another
did. I
vial.
will say you did probably feel, I think, a lung pop.
Ouchie.
Ugh.
I am just looking around to see if I can see any sign of where Lemon is.
Yeah. So, Lemon, you turn to face this shadow in your periphery, and as you turn, the world shifts around you to that road, that dirt road with black trees aside it, and a gentleman in a tri-point cowboy hat, boots, and a black trench coat. You cannot see his face. Greets you. Howdy there, partner.
This is really inconvenient timing.
I understand, but you must know that I have only one opportunity to contact you here.
Why only one?
Your pesky friends are keeping me away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shining light on me in the moment of contact. I took refuge in the shadows of your personage. I hope that is all right.
I don't feel like I really had a choice. I made a deal, so I guess I did have a choice because I made the
Nah.
deal, but
That favor ain't called in yet. You may ask for something else in exchange, but I'm keeping that favor.
no, that's fair. I know what I did. What would you like right now, though? Like I
You've
said, this is
seen
very
it.
inconvenient.
I didn't notice it the first time we met because I was trapped in that crown, but now that my purview is restored to me, you have seen the tree at the end of the way.
Oh, the tree. Yeah,
The
I
very
started
same.
calling my friends my roots. I
Well, I
didn't really
suppose that you think that
think
that would make
about
you
it.
the roots of the world.
does. I just assumed
May I have your name?
lemon sour.
Lemon, in a moment, your identity is torn from you.
Oh,
A favor is repaid and you are returned to the world without a name.
Yikes.
Do
oh
we
boy.
remember their name?
Do we?
How
Your
does that
friend-
impact us.
Am I still a? Because that was technically I'm like a lemon sour, so I didn't really have. I mean, I guess yeah, that was their name. So but how does
Here's
that
how I
work?
will
Like,
here's how I will put this. In your time away from your platoon, your unit, you didn't have a model number that you were accentuated by because you weren't one of many. You were one of a kind.
Mhm.
And so, in that time, your tenure with these people who have taught you so much about the world, Lemon Sour sort of became your name because you were the only one that could be referred to that way.
Am I still a Warforged?
You are.
Okay.
You return almost entirely unchanged, except for that place where you would reach for your name to introduce yourself is now empty. You may fill it in with an alias until such a time as your name is returned to you. But for the moment, your friends who know you and love you cannot remember what you are called.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh
Okay.
look, the back.
I'm
you're
back.
back.
Brandon just
What
like
happened? What did I miss?
Brandon bleeding profusely from the chest just
Yes.
runs like there's little bits of like almost dragon scale that's starting to knit it up, but it's not. Just sprints forward and slams into them and wraps arms. It's like, hey, but buddy, but what happened? Where did you go? I didn't like that.
I guess.
Irina trapped the tiefling. We're good.
Pardon
my
you.
mirror.
What? What?
My mirror. I carry my
Oh.
horse around. Yes.
Yeah.
You missed a bit. Just like a little.
I don't think she can like through the mirror.
How much? How much does no longer Lemon Sour? Does the Warforged remember or know about this?
You remember everything
Everything
except for your name.
my name.
Yeah.
I think it was taken from me.
What?
You guys see that Cat perks up at this. Taken from you? Who did you... What happened? Details.
It would be helpful, yes.
The man in the black cowboy hat.
There is a clang as his greatsword drops from his hand.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean? What does that
That's
mean?
a good thing, right?
Where did you meet him?
I won his freedom. How would I phrase? Yeah, I won a sporting event at Caldera Brass, and met him, and got a wish granted.
A wish granted, a favor exchanged. You sold your name to him for what?
To be able to protect my friends.
A noble wish. Okay.
Elaborate, please. You know more than we do.
I
That-
don't. I mean, nothing's really happened yet. I Mika know, but Lemon Sour hasn't.
Yeah.
The Warforged, formerly known as, doesn't know yet.
FK.
So I missed my opportunity to use it earlier.
Brandon like takes their hand and is just like, that's you're still our friend. We'll figure it out. What do you want to be called?
Names aren't something I've really thought about much.
You don't have to decide it right now. But let us know whenever you do know. We'll just call
Greg?
you friend until then.
Steve?
Cat, can I
Allie?
be Cat?
Can I take
No.
your name?
Okay, sorry. I forget that new folk don't really know how this works anymore. Or I guess, how familiar are any of you with the Feywilds and how they operated before the weirding happened?
I think I have a general
It's-
sense
Would I know anything?
as an Eladrin.
Brandon, I don't think you would know anything now.
That's fair.
Taina
I know
was
about
the
mountains and stuff.
dominant power that interfaced with the Feywild before the weirding happened.
I just know about mountains and stuff.
And plants, you know.
Yeah,
Your
it's your stuff.
anything you pick now will be an alias. Your true name has been stolen from you. Which, I guess, no, because you're.
I mean, would he have a true? Would they have a true name considering the situation?
Well, in the tenure that they've spent with you, it would seem so. That trade would not have worked if it were not their true name at the time.
Yeah,
But
it's like their
there's
name,
never-
whatever it was.
There's never been an entity who could have a more true name than the one they were born with.
True.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm no maker mage, but you are definitely not of. You are not an on-type model.
I suppose the three of you can choose my name.
Oh.
It's not really in my programming to beep boop.
Well, I think you should think on it. We have a lot of other pressing matters. We still have this rock situation. We still have.
Yeah, we should definitely
My
sleep
name
on
could be
it.
Rock.
I will focus
Oh.
on the clearing the path. You guys need to get to the bottom of the mountain. We need you on Nevermore soil as soon as possible.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Why? Because you're wanted criminals?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The whole point of this venture, yes.
I mean, I thought it was to see the mountains.
Just sightseeing.
You might hate me for saying this, but Corollary might be able to help you. Just a consideration. Just to
Oh.
consider.
Just don't say that name too many times. If you say it 3 times, they will show up.
That's not how it works.
Oh, really?
One
Correct.
time I just thought about him and he just like.
Yeah. I thought it was more magical.
But it's not happening now, so maybe he can't travel through rocks.
Okay, so we do have to find a way to get rid of those rocks.
I don't like Rock as a name anymore.
Let's
Also, I have an experimental elixir. It should be healing, but there is a good chance that it is maybe it might transform you into something. Drink at your discretion.
I'd like to hold on, a buddy, and we'll take Rald in hand. Rald to former lemon.
Oh, form me up.
Buddy.
Friend, our unnamed. Oh wow, this is hard. Will you hold the baby?
Oh, okay.
And Brandon chugs that elixir. If I'm gonna turn into something cool, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to
gosh.
share. This one we've never actually done.
Well, yeah, I guess we have a whole trip to think about it.
Oh, so the drinker's body is transformed as if by the altar self spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, the effect of which lasts only 10 minutes.
That's still fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You get a fun vibe for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tree. My name could be Tree.
Okay, we're thinking. We are brainstorming.
Brandon
Perhaps a specific type of
turns
tree?
into former lemon.
Like an oak.
He's just super focused
No,
on
oak is
their Warforged friend.
Love
Lucas,
it.
the Tyenum gate officer. Before we leave, I do want to, while before Kat gets really into this like rock clearing situation, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
idle over there, and first of all, I'm gonna yell over, "Hey, it's the friend with the scarf. Thanks.
What?
Thanks."
Oh, you are welcome.
Oh,
You had help?
there's a friend with a scarf.
Not important.
My name is Akron. If you need a reference.
Akron?
Oh.
Okay.
Could that be my name too?
I suppose.
Don't take names that you've not at least in front of them, you know.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna be this way again, but thanks.
Not my
I-
place to invite you back.
No, obviously not. I guess if
should
you
I-
need a reference, I'm Virina. Thanks.
Varina, what about others? Metal Fellow.
Our metal fellow seems to have misplaced their name.
Oh, unfortunate. Fey business.
Yeah, it's.
Oh wow, yeah. You
No,
do that
thank
right
you.
away.
Business can be my name.
It'd be a pretty. It'd
That's
be
like
a
a-
pretty great name, to be honest. Above
Do
Maple.
not pick a name that is open invitation, please.
Okay.
That's smart. Thanks, Akron.
Should I leave you like a gift?
Do not do that.
Okay.
I heard about last gift when you followed me into my home.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
no.
you. Sorry.
Yes, I keep eye on Mountain Pass for nefarious folk. I thought Pink Lady was with you, so I was watching you.
We are very nefarious. You're very right.
What?
I'm not
Lady
being
likes to
sarcastic.
stab me.
Right, I noticed.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye forever. Probably.
Goodbye. Probably.
If you come back, it will not be happy re-meet.
Oh.
We'll try to
Thank
leave you alone. I will try to keep them corralled this time. It's on me. I will then like try to like quietly pull Kat aside, and I will be like, so as a general note, it seems that our cotton candy pink tiefling friend Cavril has not noticed that. She seems unaware that her brother is out and about. I don't know if that information is useful to you at all.
Why would she know that? You guys barely know that.
I mean, we were there when he got back up from the plains between or something, so it is very interesting to me that she's not yet aware that he's no longer there.
Well, it's not like she can access the astral. Well, I guess whatever's left of the astral plane that the Archdean is keeping anchored.
I don't know, it's just curious to me because the other one, Canon, his loyalties were a little unclear to me, so it is so it's just of interest that he didn't go.
That's for you guys to decide. I'm done with your business after you get to the bottom of this mountain. I would be more focused on the one who walks the long road, taking your friend's name.
I can worry about more than one thing at one time.
I wouldn't.
If you could you tell the Inquisitor that I know where both twins are? That's all. Exactly that phrasing.
You want to implicate yourself in their disappearance?
I mean, I can't implicate myself worse than they already think, you know?
No, yeah, they could just
Criminal.
add 2 murder charges to the regicide. That's fine.
Can you just please jail him?
If that's what you want.
I'm sure my winning personality will come across and he'll interpret it correctly.
Good luck down there.
Seriously, thanks.
Don't
What about
mention it.
Siegfried?
I think the Warforged, formerly known as Lemon Sour, the Hand of the Warforged, formerly known as Lemon Sour, just one is significantly shorter than the other.
Mhm.
And it's like, come on, we should like walk and go. I have a question for Quark, but so you've like, I don't know, you've like said a couple times that like we're your roots, and like you've lost your name, so like maybe you could be Root.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
How about the Fugees? No, just thinking about roots. Well, we'll still brainstorm. I think it might be fair to sleep on this.
Maple. That's a type of tree. That's
Acorn,
not a good name.
Oak,
Acorn.
cedar.
You can't
That's all
have
the
both when
Pineapple,
you're
pineapple,
that's
in
a
an
tree,
oak.
right?
Oak. Like that could be oak.
You can't have that.
Oh, okay.
We already met one.
You just want
All right.
everybody
Yeah,
to
we'll
know I love
we'll think about this later.
Uh,
Okay.
like Brandon's just gonna keep Lemon's hand, formerly Lemon's hand, in theirs as we start walking. And can you ask Quark if he could like hear you in the mirror?
I can actually. I'm going to, because I have my horse whistle that lets me talk to animals, specifically Quark.
Just Quark.
Just Quark.
Is Quark?
An animal. Speak to animal. Gonna ask Quark. So when you were in the mirror and I said hi, could you hear me? I don't know how it worked.
It's like a little horse nod.
Oh,
If you guys have
nice.
ever seen those videos of horses nodding.
It's great. Quark says yes. I think we should let Cavril cool off for a hot sec before bothering her with questions.
We should like keep an eye because she can like.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. That's
need to, like-
scientific right there.
Yeah,
As you
Oh,
guys
it's really cold. I don't like it here, and my chest hurts.
descend down the mountain, down one name, but mostly unscathed,
An extra friend.
we are going to pan up and away. We see the great Nevermore forest beneath, and we are going to bring Arc 1 of Weirdwilds War to a close officially, as you guys have crossed from the Empire into the clutches of Nevermore, their rival monarchy. You are sure to find allies in a place where you have made such great enemies of their enemy. I'm going to give my players one last chance to go around, introduce themselves, and plug anything they would like to plug. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun to run, and it has quickly turned into one of my favorite D&D games I've ever run. So much so that I've started planning home games offline in this setting because of these four and because of the setting that they have brought to life. But we are going to start with Kay for outros.
Before we do, name suggestions from the Lurking Writer: Savannah Birch, Live Sweet, and Ash Reckham.
Oh my god.
Excellent names.
Hey, well, I am Kate Purcell. I do video games by day and TTRPGs every chance I get. This is Gil, who usually plays Raldra Khan, but he did not feel like being shoulder cat for once. Who knew? You saw me in chat as Chaotic Wholesome. You can find me on Blue Sky at damphyr.com, damphyr.com. Every Tuesday, find me on Chaotic Wholesome doing the Table Talk Show, where we talk all things TTRPGs from indies to intersectionality. David is back. My usual co-host has been gone for 6 months for health reasons, he is back. We are so excited. And I'm hoping to have some cool things coming up in June for Pride and Juneteenth. Stay tuned on that. Thank you for hanging out with us. You are all awesome. And JT, I'm so glad you're in your new place.
Thank you so much, Kay. We are going to bring it over to Mika next.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things. I'm a producer-director over at Roll D5, ROLE D5, where we specialize in playing indie games. I also pop up other places here and there. Like whenever there's a game that's really weird that I want to play, I'll play it over on Help Action Needed. Or if you need some Mika right this very second, you can catch me on The Heart is a Dungeon, Season 2, Once Happily Upon Ever, where I play La La Lemon, a little fey corvid. Or you can catch me on RP Jesters in their miniseries Hench, where I play Lucas Lemon of the E Lemonates. And then you can also catch me on Somebody's Heroes, where I play Lemon Little Tart. There is a theme here, so I'm excited to give my character a name that's not lemon related for the time being. And yeah, I've been playing the Warforged, whose name is unknown. Maybe Elk, because he's got like antlers and stuff.
Ooh.
So I'm leaning towards Elk. But yeah, goodbye.
Thank you so much, Mika. We're going to bring it down and around to Gina.
Hey, I'm Gina. You can find me various places, but mostly on Blue Sky at Gina Fan. I'm sure there's a link somewhere. For show-related things, I am actually on shows this time. Yeah, I got cast in the time since we've been gone. I'm on two shows on Sword and Key. One on Sunday, where we are playing a Tales from the Loop game, and one on Monday, where we're playing Rangers of the Broken Worlds. You can find those. The schedule for that, I don't remember times. I'm very sorry to everybody who has ever cast me in anything. I don't remember times, but they're both on Sword and Key on Sundays and Mondays. So check it out. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Gina. And as always, last but not least, that brings us to B.
Hey, hello all. I have been B Zelda playing Fern. If you want, you can follow me on all socials as B Zelda _ I think. I don't know. Social media is weird sometimes. I do stuff, but like you have to follow me to find out. It's like an adventure, choose your own adventure. No, it's a scavenger hunt. That's the one.
Very, very fun and delightful. And I am, of course, JT. You can find me all over the internet at WeebG. You can also find me all over the internet at Entropy Emporium, because this is technically my channel. We have been on a variety of silly little hiatuses now that I am back from moving to start my new job as a cheesemaker. I'm going to continue to brag about that for all time. By the way, did you guys know that there was a cheese guild and that this is actually like a genuine industry? Like,
yeah, I used to
trade?
work for a cheese company, and they were part
Mika
of the
knows about-
California Cheese Guild. Yeah, they're the only. It was a Utah-based company, and they're the only non-Californians who were admitted into. They won't allow anyone else into the guild after this, because like Utah, Rocky Mountains don't have a guild, or they didn't. Anyway, I know about cheese. I'm really excited you're a cheesemaker now.
Can I be real? I'm so stoked. This is the coolest thing I've
So
ever been
excited.
hired to do.
So cool.
I couldn't be more excited for this. It's crazy. Anyway, now that I'm back, now that I'm moved and I'm settling in, we are going to have some shows kicking into overdrive. First and most primarily is going to be Star Shard, how do I describe it? It is going to be one of the most theatrical games I have ever put out. We have put a lot of value into the set production of this, and we're putting a lot of value into the promos as they get produced, and my players are putting in a lot of work to their characters. It is going to be an absolute event practically, and I'm so looking forward to it. So look out for those promos as we get the ball rolling finally on the pre-production, and not just the pre-production. It is going to be using the Dawn system. which is a battle manga system. It is going to be very heavily inspired by all the fun battle mangas that I've been reading to prepare for it, including the brand new Itchy the Witch. Go read Itchy the Witch, by the way. I love it. It makes me cry. It's very good. It is one of the best, which is really more of a shameless plug to get more people to read a thing that I like. But on top of that, I'm getting ready to run a God Killer game, which I'm very excited about. It is going to be very, very spooky and gross. More on that when it becomes as ready as possible. And as for Entropy Emporium, you can find God Complex every other Thursday here. Would be last night, but we've had some obvious, moving related setbacks for that as well. And then They Call Us Villains would normally be every other Tuesday, but they are currently on hiatus for cast wellness. So in the meantime, feel free to check us out on socials. I am going to look into filling up some of that time with some non-TTRPG streams with some of the many players here, as a way to sort of fill the space. But we appreciate your support all the same. Please keep an eye out for all the cool new shows that are going to be coming out. That is all that I have for tonight. Have a wonderful night. Be good people. Do kind things. Be kind to yourself most of all. Tell your friends and family that you love them. And we're going to get out of here.